Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of season 6 at Sunderland. After some questionable results in the last episode, the absolute high of the game against Bournemouth, and then the plummeting lows of the Europa League and the game against Everton. Hoping to have better results today, although we do face Man United, Liverpool and Chelsea. So perhaps we shall have to manage our expectations for today's episode. We do have AEK Athens in the Europa League as well as a game away from home against Burnley, which will both be simulated. But we shall start with the red half of Manchester at home and hopefully get ourselves back top of the table. We're playing a day later, so everyone else has already played their 8th match day. City still undefeated, Arsenal still undefeated, but we can go back top of the table if we win. If we don't win and we lose, then United will be within a point of us. It's so tight at the top of the table, as it always is in the early stages, but hopefully we can get the right result here and then push ourselves further towards clearing up whether we're just whether we're just top 4 hopefuls or whether we're actually title contenders. Today's episode will give us a big indication as to which of those two we are this season. Man United's starting lineup: David De Gea in goal, Bellerin, Romagnoli, Diallo and Telles as the back 4. Isco alongside Pogba and Julian Draxler in their midfield, with Christian Eriksen sat behind Heung-min Son and João Felix. Now that is one hell of a starting 11. There's Bellerin down the line there to Heung-min Son. Felix isn't the tallest in the middle. Declan Rice in the way. That's a great cross zone. Eriksen underneath it, side netting. Oh, 5-star weak foot on Christian Eriksen, so he can put that away with either foot, deciding to side foot it rather than try and lace it. Either way, trying to place it rather than just power it towards goal. Probably from that angle either would have resulted in a miss, but still a good opportunity for Manchester United to start the game. It's back to Rafinha here. Well worked through the gap to Alexis. Here's Yuri Tielemans. Moise Kean. Jack Clark, I think, was offside. We'll celebrate. And was he on? Apparently so. I thought it was miles off. I need to see a replay there. He was certainly a long way past the defender that was nearest to him. Was there someone on this near side that we weren't taking into account that played him on? Yes, I think the left back, Alex Telles, might just have played him on there. We'll have a quick look at the replay just to clarify. But as the ball came through... Yeah, look at the number 5. He's so deep. He's so deep there, Alex Telles. I think it's Telles. They're number 5. I'm not sure. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Work our way around. Their number 5 is... It is Alex Telles. He's so far out of line with the rest of the defence. Playing Jack Clark on. We have ourselves a 1-0 lead at home against Manchester United. Nice tackle by James Justin, though. Julian Draxler gets it back to João Felix. He'll take the advantage. In there to Son, who just wasn't able to get the ball under control. Now, we started strong yesterday with a really good result against Bournemouth and then just fluffed it up for the rest of the episode. I'd love to start strong today with a good result here against United and hope that we don't fluff it up for the rest of the episode. Could have made myself a nice little margin there with a second goal inside 20 minutes, but unfortunately wasn't quite able to find the pass I needed. Felix ran the outside to Alex Telles, looking to make up for his mistake that led to our taking of the lead. It's a great cross, but Declan Rice will head behind for a corner. The opportunity... Oh, someone's getting booked. The opportunity then for Manchester United to find an equaliser. Christian Eriksen will take this short. Isco into the middle. Pope will punch. Back to Eriksen. Pogba. It's in the back of the net, but Eriksen was offside. Isco. Son to Pogba. Son quickly to João Felix. Good football this from United. Keep the ball away from me really well. Hector Bellerin with the delivery, and James Justin gets rid of it. That was a really good move that, unfortunately for them, hasn't ended in a chance on goal, let alone a goal itself. Julian Draxler getting stuck in defensively with Pogba, Isco and Draxler as a midfield 3. You wouldn't expect there to be much defending going on in there, but hopefully we can pick them apart. I do expect... Oh, talking about lack of defending. Rafinha's in. Rafinha Oh, try and get it on the left. Rafinha, there's his first goal for me in a played game. We're 2-0 up. Not only were they open in the middle, as we were in the process of mentioning, they were open at the back again, and it's on the left-hand side of the defence for a second time. And again, I think it's Alex Tellers' positioning that's caught them out. Why is he right next to Diallo there? Two defenders in the space of 5 yards of each other, if not stood on each other's toes. Opens up the space for Rafinha to get him behind. I'm not confident enough on his right foot yet, so I felt the need to turn inside on his left. Turns out, on this occasion at least, that was a good idea, because we've buried it, and we're 2-0 up now against Manchester United, who were actually the current champions, of course, thinking about it, after winning the league by a good 15 points last year. Or was it 13? Regardless, it was more than 10. You can tell from their starting 11 just why they won the league by that margin last year. But judging by the performance they've put in so far in this game, perhaps they won't be doing the same again this season. Harrison in there to Moise Kean. Jack Clark's on the run. Probably not going to beat Hector Bellerin in a foot race, but we can hopefully beat him for footwork, which we've done well. Support there from Yuri Tielemans. Alexis to Rafinha. There's George Harrison out of his feet, on target, but comfortable enough for David De Gea. 2-0 up at half-time, at home against the champions. Rafinha, only option there really is Moise Kean, but we'll play Rafinha in again. He's in behind here, at pace. Can I get this back to Moise Kean? Try and cut back and find anyone. It's Harrison with a flick. That was easy for David De Gea. If he'd have maybe tried to lift it to the back post, could have lobbed him, but going for the near post like that was always going to be keeper's ball. Could yet build another move though. They're doing well to keep possession here amongst the tight midfield. Kean turns well, accelerates away well. Moise Kean, he's in the box for 3. No, David De Gea makes a good stop. He's having a good game, David De Gea, despite already conceding 2. Julian Draxler's going off and they're making a change to their midfield. Not sure who it was that came on in his place. It's Harriet. Decent delivery. I remember Harriet actually scoring a really good goal for United against us last season. Hopefully he doesn't do the same again, or if he does, it'll only be the one that they score, because then we'll still get the victory. No. Down the line to Jack Clark. Half an hour left in the game. Just float this in. Oh, Rafinha's there! It's the right thing to do in that situation. Head the ball down into the ground, but you've got to get it on target. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what you do with your header. Right technique, wrong placement. That's Alex Tellers. Certainly the main culprit with regards to their defensive frailties in this game, Alex Tellers. His teammates will have no further place to look than his defensive positioning. Although, to be fair, if they look for him, they might not find him because he's always in the wrong bloody place. Jack Clark forward to Moise Kean. Out wide to McAllister. Justin slow to pick up the forward run, but George Harrison is already on his way. Diallo's with me here, so we'll have to come back. Arriving is Rafinha. And there's Alexis McAllister. Good save by De Gea. I won't shoot with Jack Clark. I won't even keep possession with Jack Clark. We will get the corner. Ericsson going off as they make another change in their midfield. That's a good delivery. Kean flicks it on backwards, but again, easy for De Gea. A number of our shots have been pretty comfortable for the Spaniard, but thankfully, 2 haven't been comfortable for him because they've flown into the back of the net. And to this point, United haven't scored. Prior to the game, we had scored the most goals than anyone else in the Premier League this season. By 2 or 3, I think. And I would imagine that nobody else would have scored 4 or 5 on this match day. So we will stay the league's top goal scorers. Last year, we had the best defensive record and one of the worst offensive. This year, it appears to be the other way around. Oh, I nearly caught him there. That would have been a certain second yellow card for James Justin. It's not the only defender out of position now, Alex Tellers. Jack Clark's in behind Romagnoli here, and Hector Bellerin has gone walkabouts. Float this over. Oh, I'm looking for Rafinha. We won't get him, but that should be a game, please, ref. We start with 3 points, as we did yesterday. Let's actually not now go and lose to teams that we should be beating. Man United dominated there. Is that a sign that we might be champions come the end of this season? Is that the passing of the lantern from Manchester United to Sunderland? Still early days, only match day 8, 30 to go, but it's a good start. Alisson in goal for Liverpool. Kenny Tet, Van Dijk, Marquinhos and Robertson at the back. Marquinhos is 90 rated now. Naby Keita, Fabinho and McKennie in the midfield with Salah still playing. Kouame up top at 88 rated and Unas on the left-hand side. Upamecano on the bench as well, so they've defensive options. Not much else in the way of attacking alternatives, but the three they have should be good enough. Kenny Tet forward there to Naby Keita. This is good football from Liverpool. Kouame, he's got the option. McKennie! Golasso. Absolute strike in front of the cop from McKennie. The man we thought about signing, but he went to Liverpool before we had the opportunity to maybe do so. And that is a hit and a half. Moving away from the keeper from the moment he struck it. Starts pretty central, bends away, and even at 6'7" in game, even though he's 6'3" in real life, even he's in game 6'7", Nick Pope can't get anywhere near it. Let's not have a repeat of yesterday's episode, shall we? Where we won the first game and then lost the next two. I'd like to avoid that, please, if we can. Especially considering one of them was against the other half of Merseyside as well. I want to lose to both sides of Merseyside in the space of 2 days. Oh, if you'd have shot there rather than take a touch like I asked you, maybe, boys, again, we could have been level. Kenny driving forward. He's going for it again. Van Foyth with the block this time. Unas with a smart turn. Foyth still trying to stop all of their attacks. He's trying his hardest here, Van Foyth, but so far just wouldn't fall for him kindly enough. Thankfully, eventually he's able to get the ball away, and Rafinha's gotten away from Robertson as well, and we'll look for him again, but Marquinhos does really well to get a foot on it, doing the same job at the other end that Foyth was doing at this. Lovely tackle by Tielemans, but it only falls to Fabinho. Oh, McKennie is running the game so far. Fabinho, oh, strike. McKennie with his right, Fabinho with his left. Never seen him do that in my life, in real life. But it's FIFA 19, so of course that sort of chance goes in. I think we're about to lose at Anfield, lads, regardless of everything I try in this game. Alexis. Oh, it's a lovely ball, looking for Rafinha. Get it quickly there. Go for the 1-2. Rafinha against McKennie for pace. Rafinha will win it. Just lift it into the middle, and Jack Clark with a header. Perhaps I should have gone for the volley. That's a really good chance. Superb cross by Rafinha to find him, but unfortunately I've messed up the opportunity, and that's the sort of chance that I need to ensure that I take to give us the best possible chance of getting something out of this game. Jack Clark is in behind again, though. His first touch let him down a little bit there, but that's a much better turn. And the header at the back post is won by Robertson. It'll drop to Yuri Tielemans, just trying to find some space. Here's Rafinha, back to Tielemans. Tielemans! Over the bar. There to Kouame, out to Mo. And the line to Kenny Tet, picked off by Jack Clark. Chance for a counter-attack. Yuri Tielemans. Kent to Chalov. Oh, lovely turn. Lovely turn. And inside. And oh, everything but the finish. Just as I was about to pull the trigger, someone catches up with him and sticks a toe in. That was about to be a stunning goal to get us back in the game. Chalov across here to McAllister. I need someone to run wide. Rafinha has done exactly that. We'll look to get it inside, and Virgil van Dijk has a foot to it. Liverpool riding their luck here in this second half. It's going to drop here to Tomori. He's not going to score. Rafinha might, but it's well blocked. And now Kent might set up a counter-attack for Liverpool. Robertson inside to Ryan Kent again. Away to Kenny Tet. And Mo Salah's down the line. This is a good counter for Liverpool thus far. Kouame's there in the middle. Not got any options yet, but they are arriving slowly. Naby Keita to Kouame. Fabinho, saved by Pope. So after trying my best to score at one end, I nearly ended up conceding at the other. Such has been this game here against Liverpool. They are very, very good. Corner for Liverpool. Salah to take it. McKennie's gone off. And they've brought on Jordan Henderson in the midfield. Here's Kent trying to set up a third opportunity again for Liverpool. Both of their goals have been absolute stunners. They're going to get another corner here to again try and extend it. Kouame's going off now. Look like Danny Ings coming on. Is it Danny Ings still at Liverpool in this save? Surely not. It is Danny Ings coming on for Liverpool here. I would never have expected that. Nor would I have expected that to fly in. First time on the left foot volley from Virgil van Dijk. 22 minutes to go. I remain ever hopeful, but that hope is waning. Waning, not wading. Walking through any water. They're looking to finish me off, and they've done really well so far. Here's Ryan Kent again. Nice tackle by Wan Foyth, who's been rock solid in the game. We have definitely missed... Oh, no, I've given that away, haven't I? No, I haven't. We have definitely missed Declan Rice in this game. He picked up an injury in training midweek, and unfortunately has been missing from my backline for this game, and I've noticed the difference. Tomori was good,
well, we're down to the last minute here.
But he's just not on the same level as Declan Rice when it comes to defensive solidity. Declan is rock solid for us at centre-back and has proven to be since we made that move, and we just weren't good enough in that one. Liverpool getting the better of us, despite getting ourselves back top of the table with a win against United. Defeat against Liverpool will almost certainly see us now drop from top of the table back down again. We've Chelsea upcoming, but first we have to go and play AEK Athens in the Europa League, although we will simulate that one with that team, and hopefully we'll be able to get the result. I don't see any reason why we won't, other than it's away from home. FIFA is odd when it comes to home and away sims. Hopefully that's fixed for FIFA 20. We'll wait and see. Proof will be in the pudding, as they say, but it's AEK Athens away from home. We'll see if we can get ourselves a set of 3 points in the Europa League. A win here will put us in a great position for getting out of the group. A really good position. Chalov with a goal. Give us a 1-0 lead after 13 minutes. AEK Athens are third on 2 points. We are second on 3, but we could extend our gap to 5 over them, although they've equalised here through Levaya. It does appear that Zurich are going to be... Watch out for a second. It does appear that Zurich are going to be the team to beat in the league, or in the group even, although it depends, I guess, on how they got on this particular match day, which we are unable to see at present. I shall have a quick check to see what the Europa League group looks like. Europa League players. So that win puts us top. Zurich have drawn again against Braga, so they're undefeated, but despite beating me, they've then drawn with everybody else, so we're actually top of the group for now. That group could go either way, although we are 4 points clear of third place, so we're in a good position. Hopefully we will be in a better position in the league, having dropped to second, but we now have the... Well, Manchester City have lost 2 on the bounce. Wow, how things can turn. We could go back top again then, if we're able to beat Chelsea. If we lose to Chelsea, they'll go top. If we draw, +9, +11. If we draw, we'll be second still, but at least we'll be level on points with Everton, who were the side, of course, that beat us in the last episode. Right then, Chelsea at home, coming up next. Kepa in goal for Chelsea. Odriozola, De Ligt, Jiku and Nacho Fernandez as a back 4. Rabiot, Conte and Pablo Fornals as a midfield 3, with Pulisic, Belotti and Bailey as a forward 3. They've got Azar on the bench, who's 87 rated now, so he's really starting to decline. And also Anderson Talisca as well as an option in midfield too. So they do have options on the bench should they need them here, Chelsea, but hopefully they will need them, because we'll have a good game and put them under pressure. And hopefully, fingers crossed, come away with a positive result. Belotti through the gap. What a run from Pablo Fornals. One defence splitting run deep from midfield. And they have themselves the lead here, Chelsea. See him running from deep there off the back of the number 6. I think it was probably me changing to him that meant that he stopped tracking the run. Just unfortunate that I switched to the wrong player at the wrong time. And they've utilise that fully to their advantage. Chelsea, his first goal of the season, and they lead us here by 1-0 at the Stadium of Light. Rafinha, I'm going to switch this, looking for Jack Clark, and just knock that down there. nicely to Max Lowe, and then play that back to Jack Clark in the channel, and he's gotten away from Matthijs de Ligt here, and will lift it into the middle. It's going to drop to McAllister, brings it down, but the touch is too heavy. He does have 94 finishing, Alexis McAllister. She's certainly proving to be very, very handy this season, because he's my top goal scorer in the league. But for now, unfortunately, his first touch isn't good enough to be able to bring that down and have an effort on goal. I may have still been holding sprint, which may have led to the heavy touch in the first place. Rabiot's header strikes the post, and after we nearly get the opportunity to equalise at one end, they come even closer to extending their lead at the other. Rabiot scored an absolute banger against us last time we played Chelsea. If you recall from the edge of the box on his left foot, it was a rocket into the top corner. I think we lost by 1 or 2 goals to 0 in that game against Chelsea, and I'm very keen to avoid defeat here as we continue to hope to be title challengers this season. We'll wait and see if we actually are. For the time being, we're challenging, but whether that will last the full year or not, I'm unsure. Get through. McAllister under control this time. Oh, but needed 99, not 94, finishing to turn that into the back of the net. Better first touch this time, just not the finish. Back to Rabiot. Sorry, Odriozola. Pulisic inside to Rabiot. There he is. Hello for now. Heavy touch. Work that quickly forward if we can. Moise Kean showing great strength there, and there's loads of space on this far side for Rafinha. As I had a number of people committed forward there, the space opened up. Oh, it's a stunning goal from Rafinha. That's how you bring yourself level in style. What a brilliant way to equalise here against Chelsea. Always going to turn his side on his left. He's like the Brazilian Robin for me at the minute. Cutting in really nicely. And that's a wonderful goal. Oh, Rafinha, thank you for doing that. That's unbelievable. We are level against Chelsea. Oh, that's perfection. What a finish. Playing the ball about nicely in midfield here, Chelsea. That just snuck past the midfielder. Oh, that's good football as well. And Pulisic whips it in well. What a block by Juan Foyth. Pulisic again. Saved comfortably by Nick Pope at the near post. That was a wonderful stretching block there from Juan Foyth to ensure that they didn't get the opportunity there. Here's Rafinha in some space again. Oh, but I've just overrun it. Too quick for my own good in that particular scenario. Thankfully for me, though, their passing's not good enough. Oh, Rafinha. Oh, if I could have just held on to possession slightly easier, could have slot through someone through the middle. There's a lovely ball through a channel. I'll just let fly with Harrison early, and that's why we do. A number of times he's scored a goal like that cuts back across goal. It's definitely the way to go with Harrison, with lace shots from the edge of the box. Really, really pleased with that finish. 2 top quality goals, and we're in front.
It's
Bailey trying to sneak it away from him. He's just too quick. Rafinha steps in, having to do some defensive work now. On the counter-attack, can we make them pay for losing possession? It's a lovely ball over the top. Moise Kean turns his side to Ligt. Oh, but they've got the numbers back there to deal with it. Odriozola does well. Rafinha could win the header though, and Alexis McAllister can find someone. Here's Jack Clark. Moise Kean around the corner. Again, he's got the better of de Ligt. Pull this back to the edge of the box. Rafinha, lovely turn, and there's a third. Chelsea took the lead, but we have fought back. 3-1 in front at half-time. Get in. Corner for Chelsea at the beginning of the second half as they look to fight back, just as we did in the first 45. Foyth will head the corner away, but it will be recovered by N'Golo Kante eventually. Down the line there to Pulisic. Cross could come in. It's a nice little cut back inside. And across there to Adrien Rabiot. Oh, that was a similar position to where he scored last season, but thankfully Nick Pope has saved that well. Nacho keeps the ball live. Fornals looking for his second and Chelsea's second, but not able to get it. And if I can find the ball down the line here, we may even catch them on the counter-attack and go up the other end and score again ourselves. Moise Kean is just onside there. Moise Kean is just offside there. Rabiot. Nice turn. Hazard. Belotti. Oh, lovely run by Fornals. He's in again. Pablo Fornals. That was another top quality finish from him. They're back in it, Chelsea. Only a goal behind now. Another good run from deep from him. It seems just lung busting. And, outside the boot, just that timed finish. You could tell it was a time just by the way it flew into the top corner. Rifled. Oh, keeper got a hand to it, but it was just travelling far too fast. Half an hour to play. It's going to get nervy now. They're back within a goal of us. Picked off. Not picked off by Pablo Fornals. It's Belotti. Oh, I caught him there, but he rode the challenge really well, and no foul was given. Hazard gets caught in possession. Oh, it's a lovely turn by Kante. I thought he was just going to pass it out wide, so I went to block the pass or get an interception. On it, strike. Pablo Fornals looking for a third there. On a hat-trick now, the Spaniard, but good save by Pope. Alexis, we took that in his stride really well. Much better than I actually thought he was going to. We'll turn inside with Rafinha here. That's gone really well. I've got George Harrison there from the edge of the box. Oh, it's going to fall kindly to Jack Clark. It's looping. Where's it going? Wide is where it's going. And a goal kick for Chelsea. Clark. It's Ken. Back to Yearwood, who's come on as a substitute here and is immediately given possession away. Haley and Belotti linking up well. One Foyth has other ideas, and now the counter-attack is on again. Time that pass. Oh, Jiku! Very, very nearly set him through. Just a few millimetres away on a couple of occasions from having a real clear-cut opportunity to score a fourth and finish Chelsea off. Here's Anderson Talisca. He's come off the bench for Pablo Fornals. Frustratingly for him, the manager's taken him off when he's on a hat-trick. Stood up well and away by Foyth again. Having a great game, One Foyth. Talisca can strike them though, and we don't want to let him have much space on the edge of the box if we can avoid it, and we've been able to do that. We'll get to that, please. No, the ball drops free again. Hazard. Bailey. Hazard again. Foyth in the way again. One Foyth, he's having the game of his life right now. Multiple top quality blocks to deny Chelsea opportunities. Get that in there to Moise. No, it was Moise Kean who just didn't quite read the path of the ball. Chelsea keep coming back at me time and time again. 4 minutes to go. Tielemans steps in this time, just in through the gap there to Yearwood. We'll play this over the top if Jack Clark keeps his run going, which he has done. And I think he was onside. He was. Odriozola closing me down. Crosses towards the back post. Harrison's there. Nacho wins the header twice. Rafinha first time. It won't drop for me. But we have been able to waste enough time, hopefully, to deny Chelsea the chance of one more opportunity. And that Rafinha interception will certainly win us the game. Yearwood forward to Jack Clark. We'll try a first-time effort. Oh! Jack Clark wins it in style! Oh, what a finish! Unbelievable from Jack Clark. I just hit it just to waste a few seconds. Wow! It's very rare that we're able to finish in the same way that the AI does with the first time hits, but on this occasion it's just delicious. Gobble up that finish each and every time. Why can't we score more goals like that? 4-2 victory against Chelsea. Massive result, and the quality of finishing there was outstanding as well. What a way to end the month. Is it even ending the month? No, there's a game against Burnley to simulate yet, isn't there? Jack Clark, unbelievable. To go with the Rafinha whipped finish as well. And all the efforts from Pablo Fornals that flew into the back of the net. We are top of the table again, and when playing like that, we certainly deserve it too. I need to add an extra player into that Neumann regime, but we'll be able to do that off camera between now and the next episode. Let's advance up until that Burnley game. Give that a cheeky sim. See if we can't end the episode further clear at the top of the table, although it is away from home, so it's not going to be too straightforward. Not sure actually how busy the next month is in November. Not overly. We can manage with that. Right, let's sim Burnley. Oh, they've actually won 3 games on the bounce and just beaten Spurs. Not to be underestimated, this Burnley team, but Rafinha gets us off to a great start after 5 minutes. We are in front again. Dominic Calvert-Lewin equalises. He did score against me when we played against them last season, Calvert-Lewin. Harrison's picked up a knock. Hopefully he's okay. He's having to come off just after half-time. Jack Clark scores again. More goals from our wingers in the next game. Jack Clark was our top goal scorer last season and the year before, wasn't he? I think both seasons in the Premier League. I think Jack Clark was my top goal scorer. Can't recall, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. It'll be Europa League football for us in the first game of the next episode. 6 weeks for George Harrison. Well, it gives Chalov the chance to impress. We said we were going to rotate Harrison and Chalov. Well, now Chalov is just going to get the chance to play every single game for a few weeks. We'll end the episode with a training regime whilst I say thank you very much for watching. Do continue to show your support on the channel. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed and make sure you're subscribed for future episodes. Another one coming your way tomorrow. I'll see you then.